There is a person you cannot stop watching. Perhaps you admire them a little too openly, or perhaps you resent them in a way you would never say aloud. The talent that comes too easily to their hands, the ease of them, the room they take up without apology. You tell yourself the feeling is about them. It is not. It is a map, and the country it charts is your own. We have been taught to imagine the shadow as the dark thing, the cruelty, the greed, the appetite we keep behind the door. So we go looking for the monster, braced to meet something we will be ashamed of. But there is a second exile, and it is harder to face than any monster. There is a region of the psyche where the bright things were buried. The boldness, the voice, the talent that, in another life, you would have let grow tall. This is the golden shadow. Not the worst of you sent underground, but the best of you. The gold you could not afford to carry, hidden so well you forgot it was ever yours. Ask why anyone would bury gold, and the answer is always the same. It went underground to keep you safe. Somewhere there was praise that arrived with conditions, love that thinned the moment you outshone the room. Somewhere a family needed you small. The steady one, the quiet one, the one who did not need. And so you became small, because belonging mattered more than brightness. Or there was a single humiliation, sharp as a coastline, that taught you wanting was dangerous. You reached once, in full view, and you were made to pay for the reaching. And the lesson took. The gift did not die that day, it only learned to hide. Now understand how the hidden thing finds you again, because the psyche does not let buried gold stay quiet. It throws it outward. It casts what you cannot hold inside onto the screen of other people. This is projection, and it runs in both directions. The darkness you disowned, you fling onto the ones you despise, the people who, for no reason you can name, you find unbearable. And the light you disowned, you fling onto the ones you idolize, the people you cannot stop watching. Admiration and envy are not opposites. They are the same needle, magnetized by the same buried metal, pointing the same way. One you call worship and one you call resentment, but both are your own gold, glimpsed at a distance on someone else. So learn to read the clue trail, because the psyche marks its own borders. The envy that is out of all proportion to the cause. The strange ache that arrives when you watch someone do the very thing you almost did. The thing you set down years ago and told no one. The mentor you have made into something close to a god. The stranger whose simple ease feels somehow like an accusation aimed at you. Intensity is the tell. Mild admiration teaches you nothing. But when the feeling has heat in it, when it stings, when it will not let you look away, pay attention. You do not burn over qualities that are foreign to you. You burn over the ones that are already yours, refused. You only envy what you have exiled. Here the bearing shifts. The common counsel is to stop romanticizing them. Take the idol down, see the ordinary person, cure yourself of the spell. But that advice mistakes the whole matter. It keeps your attention fixed outward, on them, when they were never the point. They were the screen. The light was always coming from behind you. The real work is not to dim what you see in them. It is to withdraw the projection, to stand before the quality you have worshipped at a distance and say the hardest sentence in the language of the psyche. This, too, is mine. I knew it once. I left it behind. And now the cost, because this descent asks more of you than the other one. It is strange, but reclaiming the golden shadow is heavier than facing the dark. To own your cruelty is grim, but it costs you nothing you wanted to keep. To own your gold strips away something you have leaned on for years, the soft comfort of modesty, the quiet relief of being the one who could never. Because I could never was never only humility. It was shelter. As long as the gift lived in someone else, you were free of it. Free of the trying, free of the risk, free of the verdict. To call the gold back home is to become answerable for it. To stand in a room you have spent your whole life hiding behind a smaller self, and admit that the capacity was here all along, waiting while you looked everywhere else for it. So return, one last time, to the person you cannot stop watching. Look again, and let the needle turn. The envy that felt like a wound, the admiration that felt like smallness. Read them now for what they always were. Not a measure of their height, a bearing, a compass that has been pointing all this while not at them but past them, inward toward a country you abandoned and called by someone else's name. The gold is still down there, in the dark you were afraid to enter. The only question the map ever asked was whether you would go looking for it. What would you have to become if you finally believed the brightness was yours?